Christians tout you can be forgiven for any transgression. Their God is patient, compassionate, and only wants what's best for his people. But when you examine the Hebrew Bible, Yahweh's character leaves a lot to be desired. He's pedantic, quick to anger, jealous, egotistical, and downright self-destructive. Hardly the markings of an all-powerful, all-knowing, loving deity. As I deconstructed my indoctrination, I realized the God Christians claim exists is nothing like the one actually written about in the Bible. So here are my top 5 reasons your God isn't saving you. Number 5, because even if you do everything right, someone else's mistake can get you killed. 2 Samuel 24, David takes a census. Wanting to count his troops, he takes a temperature of his fighting prowess, which sounds harmless enough, right? Well, not to Yahweh. Even though David was the one who messed up, 70,000 innocent people got wiped out in a plague for his mistake. So did it really matter if those people were faithful? Did it truly matter if they followed the rules? Nope, because Yahweh doesn't care who made the mistake. You might pay for it anyway. Number 4, asking questions means certain death. In number 16, Korah and his followers simply asked if Moses should really be the only leader, a valid question given that Moses was constantly making questionable decisions. Instead of answering, Yahweh's solution, open up the earth and swallow them alive. Because in Yahweh's world, asking for accountability equals instant death. You don't have to commit an actual crime. You just have to challenge the wrong person. Number 3, looking the wrong way can get you smote. In Genesis 19, Lot's wife has a moment of curiosity. Imagine being told to flee your home with no time to take anything, or anyone for that matter, with you, watching your entire city get firebombed from the sky. And in a moment of grief or curiosity, you glance back and boom, you're turned into a pillar of salt. Proving that Yahweh doesn't just want obedience, he wants blind, unquestioning compliance. Even a moment of hesitation can cost you and your family everything. Number 2, stopping an object from falling is a capital offense. In 2 Samuel, Uzzah sees the Ark of the Covenant tipping over and reaches out to steady it, which logically seems like the right thing to do. Uzzah's reward for saving Yahweh's most sacred object? Yahweh, wrought with anger, strikes him down in an instant. Because in Yahweh's world, objects and rules matter more than people. We're down to our last one. Have you smashed that like button and hit subscribe? You could be next on Yahweh's list if you don't. Number 1, you better pay up because Yahweh charges in blood. In Acts 5, Ananias and Sapphira sold land, giving most of the money to the apostles, but keeping some for themselves. I mean, it was theirs to keep. The punishment for not going broke? God killed them on the spot. Apparently, Yahweh doesn't care about the heart of the giver, just the balance sheet. He spared murderers, warlords, rapists, but if you don't tithe enough, that's where he draws the line. How can you be so sure that you're tithing enough? Because Yahweh's banking penalties don't include late fees, just sudden death. Finally, if the Christian God has lost his mind over these petty mistakes, what makes you think you're actually forgiven? Even if you do your best, you could be on God's hit list for being nearby when he's angry. Where's the grace, the mercy, and compassion I hear so much about? Maybe the rules were just never fair to begin with. As a former cult member, these are the kind of questions that made me step back and think critically about the doctrines I was conditioned to believe. So if you're wondering why your God isn't saving you, maybe he's just not that into you. If you would like to help my friends in Palestine get basic necessities like food, water, and shelter, all the details can be found in my link tree. If you like this kind of content, check out my friend Chris and Durante, and we also do a morning show together Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next time.